Hello and welcome. Germany versus Soviet Union. Today I'm playing a slightly modified version 2.0, 3.0 incoming, draw, guard, discard deck. I pulled all orders in the very beginning, that's a little unlucky. You can see my opponent is running the Field Marshal deck, meaning that they have a fair amount of hours in this game. As soon as you see that light infantry, that means you know you'll be facing a light infantry deck. That means you can expect very little artillery, very few planes, and especially even fewer bombers. First move out of the gate, keep the front line clear, discard so that he loses his buff cards. He can put down all the light infantry he wants, but if you can't buff them, they're next to useless. That's one of 4 reserves. I only have 1 card, so I have to play this one, but at least it helps expand my card advantage. The ME-262 is useless in this scenario, as I said before. Very few fighters and even fewer bombers. Still, we're coming up on turn 5 and he doesn't securely have the front line, which is good when you're facing a light infantry deck. That Cuban Cossacks was a key unit for his deck. He needed that to secure the front line. Here comes the armored train. That means there will be a non-stop supply of light infantry. I didn't get the discard on that, that was unlucky. My goal here is to stall him as much as possible so I can get guards down and defend my HQ, and take any opportunity I can along the way to discard his order cards and his buff cards. That guard I just played is a key component of that. He's establishing control, he's got light infantry coming out, but now his order cards are doubly expensive. Which is why he's desperately burning these bloody sickle cards and attacking that guard unit as much as possible. This is a very good combo too, that Soviet infantry he just played. It buffs his HQ, it makes it stronger every time one of his cheap light infantry dies. His deck is very good, it has a lot of synergy. I wouldn't be surprised if you were watching right now and you thought he was winning this and I was losing. The good news about that British commando is every time I fire off an order, this deck has a lot of orders. It has a very decent chance of ruining... It has a very decent chance of destroying one of his light infantry. He's burned, I think, in total 3 order cards just trying to get that 1 guard card. We're on turn 9 here, and he still doesn't securely have the front line. There's only 1 light infantry there. Rather than going for a destroy, I decided to guard up and put down this Stuka. Every time it attacks the HQ, he discards a card. Which is good because most of his cards right now are probably orders. It puts a lot of pressure on him. That card always demands a response. When you play that card, at a minimum, you can expect them to burn 1 order card, destroying it. It's worth its value. He's overcoming my orders now. He has the front line and I won't be taking it back. Somehow we're still matched in HQ health though. That move I did right there may not seem important, but it actually just won me the game. By pre-investing into the German research, you'll see later it will save me a great deal. I was checking to see if I discarded any orders, and unfortunately I didn't. I had some very unlucky discards this game. Here comes the IS-2. And once you see an IS-2, more likely than not, they're going to be doing that discard and copy, that destroy and copy card, so there's multiple copies of the IS-2. Very dangerous. My only hope now is to rush URANPROJEKT and clear the board. That was very lucky. Finally, I got one of his order buff cards. I've managed to clear out the front line, but with that IS-2 coming, there's no chance. I won't be taking the front line anytime soon as that thing moves up. That IS-2 will be able to blow through my guards in 1 or 2 turns. Here comes the destroy and copy. He now has 2 heavy tanks. He's taken out both my guards. And the armored train moves up, and he's got a constant stream of light infantry coming. So I have to count up carefully how many points he has. I need to see if he destroys my HQ. I counted it up and he doesn't. He's a few short. And as long as he doesn't have a buff card, I should be able to survive his onslaught and then win the game. I decided between attacking the light infantry on the board or attacking his HQ. I decided to go for the discard, just in case that he did have a buff order card there, but he didn't. So probably the better move would have been to attack the light infantry. 7 points remaining. But it's not enough. Now his HQ, he gets points every time I kill one of his units, which is going to be a lot, you'll see. But this completely resets the board. I now have a massive card advantage, and I can now guarantee discard one of his cards every single turn. He still has strong units coming though, so I wouldn't give up necessarily here. He still likely has reserve cards, as in he can spam out more light infantry. And there's only so many of these destroy orders I have. He would be able to break through my defenses very quickly again, but he decides to give up ultimately, which I don't blame him, but I think he could have continued. Very good game, thank you. Watch this video on screen now.